We all have that one person who has left a real positive mark on our lives. My grandpa Auden left a very large mark on me. My grandpa was a real goofball. He was bald, wore glasses, couldn't hear us half the time, always wore a lumberjack type outfit every day, and always sang off key songs while he was driving. All of his qualities is what made him one of the greatest men that I've ever gotten the chance to meet and call family. My grandpa Auden lived in Oregon with the rest of my mom's side of the family, which we never got to see very often as kids because they live on the West Coast and we live on the East Coast. My most memorable moment with my grandfather was when I was 10 and I got to go fishing with him for the first time. We went fishing at Diamond Lake in Oregon. We were on a road trip that was going to last for about 2 weeks, and this was one of the stops, and I couldn't wait because I was so excited to go fishing for the first time. We get there, my grandpa parks, and we get checked in, get a campsite, and we get set up to go fishing the next day. The next day comes around, and we go fishing. My grandpa takes me out, and I started to learn so much about fishing, how to tie a line, how to bait the hook, and later how to cook the fish. The second day is when he helped me with one of the craziest fishing stories that has ever happened with me. My cousin at the time was helping me bait my hook because I was having some troubles keeping the bait on it. Just wasn't having the best time trying to get it set up. After that, he just cast out his line. As soon as he turns around, he gets a bite and his pole starts to bend. And I tell him, I was like, "Hey, turn around! You got a fish on the line." His pole goes underwater, and my uncle who was there dived in, just barely missed it, and we get my uncle back in the boat. 15 minutes passes, about roughly, and I get a hook. I can reel in the fish, and on the on the line is the fishing rod that just went overboard, along with the fish that took it overboard. One of the craziest moments. He taught me how to not to sweat the small things. My grandfather. He told me to be patient with most things while we were on the trip because I was getting frustrated about fishing, about how fish weren't always just wanting to bite the hook. He always taught me to just be patient and just wait. Good things will happen. And that is something I took to heart with my grandfather. He taught me so many things, and that's one of the greatest things that I took from him is how to be patient. And that's one of my best qualities is my patience. Anybody that you can ask, I tell them that I got my patience because of my grandfather, because he taught me how to be patient all while I was on a fishing trip with him when I was 10 years old.